So we're really living through a very interesting time, I think, as it relates to digital video. At CNN, our OTT business is blowing up in terms of consumption. And as consumers migrate to these new channels, we're finding engagement's very high. They spend a lot of time with our brand sort of in that OTT environment. When we look at our entertainment business, we see a significant amount of consumption that's happening in the VOD environment. And we are in over 50 million homes that have dynamic ad insertion. So as we approach the upfront and we talk about C3s and C7s, we're going to be in an environment where after the C7 window, we can bring addressability into a video on demand environment through the set-top box. So we think that is really interesting. And when you start thinking about sort of conventional TV, we're going to start bringing addressability into those audiences that consume our content after day 7.
And how do you define addressability? By the household, by a subgroup, or how do you mean?
In this case, it's at the set-top box level through dynamic ad insertion. So whatever data that we can pull, whether it's first or third party, we'll bring that targeting into the environment. From just a conventional advertising perspective, we're looking for new ad units to take advantage of our scale, and we think that we have to evolve sort of conventional advertising to be more impactful to the consumer and to deliver stronger brand messages. I think Turner's all in on branded content, whether it's through our branded content studio Courageous that powers both Great Big Story and CNN. As the entertainment brands start pushing more and more, Conan's been huge in the branded content space, Cartoon Network, Adult Swim. So really being mindful of taking advantage of the fact that we are content creators, and if we can tell great stories that are contemplating brands' KPIs and then distribute them on site, but also off channel through our social agency, and bringing data along for the story, we think that it's a really strong environment. We're seeing great results in places like Great Big Story. Courageous has been nominated for a number of awards in the branded content space, so that's a big part of what we see going forward. I've worked in sort of big traditional media companies in digital for most of the last 20 years. I think over the last 5 years, a lot of the conversation has gravitated towards full episode players and straight video. And I think that we have an opportunity to bring great marketing solutions across the board. Video is a part of it, the pre-roll is a part of it, but branded content, targeting, native, social channels, and just conventional digital advertising I think are a really important part of the media mix, and I think that maybe over the last couple of years those have been underweighted.